celebrating the Halloween franchise and its 40th anniversary.
40 years.
Yeah. So not only are we getting the David Gordon Green direct sequel, which cancels everything else besides the first one, we're getting this super cool convention, which I hope to attend.
I just imagine a bunch of Michaels walking around. Just a bunch.
Have you seen that meme of someone was at a convention and they walked into this bathroom and it's like all the Michaels are using the urinals, but it's like they all have their masks on, and somebody snapped a picture and that went viral and they use it for all these memes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But it's awesome because it's like they all turn around at the same time.
That's so cool.
You'll see it sooner or later.
Right, yeah. For sure, with Halloween coming up, next couple months.
Yep. I believe the convention's going to go from October 12th to the 14th.
Okay, nice.
I believe it's in Pasadena. There's going to be celebrity guests, vendors, galleries, cast Q&As, merch, and more. And this will be covering the span of all the films.
Okay.
So I'm sure there'll be a few surprises from the new movie.
Yeah.
So if you are a fan, book your flights or whatever you got to do to come down to California.
Yeah. God, 40 years? That's insane. How?
99. So Halloween H2O, that was 20 years, and that was in 1999 that came out.
God. How old is Jamie Lee Curtis?
She's got to be
like 60,
upwards of
like
70.
60s?
65.
Oh, man.
Between 65 and 70.
Looks good.
Yeah, but I mean, she seems like a healthy lady. I'm sure she really, really takes care of herself, whatnot. And that will move us into our Rex.
And now it's time for the weekly recommendations.
What do you got for us, James?
All right, I just have one. It's kind of a surprise that it was actually a rec. I went to Target and I bought Pacific Rim Uprising. I just wanted to see what it was like, if it was as good as the first one.
So you never went to see it?
Never really got a chance to go see it. I kind of only go to the movies for like really, really special stuff, I guess.
Okay.
I'm always kind of busy, so got a kid, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, dad life. But yeah, I saw it. I watched the movie last week, and it was surprisingly good. I don't know if because my expectations were so low. But I mean, this is a rec, so I'm not trying to rip it apart. But I thought it was good. I actually thought it was pretty much on par with the first one.
Yeah.
And I think Del Toro produced it, right? I think he's an executive producer or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Him and his kaiju stuff.
Yeah. It was still cool. The monsters look awesome. The robots look sick.
How was Boyega?
Boyega's good in it, yeah. There are some...
Scott Eastwood?
Scott Eastwood's good too, yeah. But there are some cheesy lines in the movie, but I mean...
Just like in the first one, right?
Yeah. So,
it's hard.
If you like the first one, you'll probably like the second one.
I struggle with whether that's intentional or not. You know, because they're kind of paying homage to like this culture.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like some of that is put in there intentionally. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's me covering up for them. Not some kind of excuse. Yeah, not good writing. I don't know.
They didn't write it good on purpose.
Is Charlie Day in there?
Yeah, he is.
He is?
He's in it, yeah. The two scientist guys from the first one, they're both in it. Oh. So Charlie Day and the other guy. I think they're still possibly working on a third one. Or, in the works, kind of.
I mean, it was number one for a while, so it made its money. It's fine, I never saw it. I wasn't a fan of the first one, so I didn't really give this a shot. Okay. Maybe I will, based on your rec.
Yeah.
Because I usually try to watch everything that you recommend.
Oh, thanks, Will. But yeah, so Pacific Rim Uprising, check it out. If you like the first one, you're going to like the second one.
Nice.
The way I see it, yeah.
So mine is out in left field as well. It's completely different from your pick,
Okay.
but I watched this movie when it came out, and I haven't seen it in a few years. But it's I Am Sam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It's
Starring-
totally different.
Starring Michelle Pfeiffer and Sean Penn
Yeah.
and a very young Dakota Fanning.
Yeah.
All the way from 2001. It's PG-13. It runs at 2 hours and 14 minutes, and it's got a crazy 35 on Rotten.
35.
Yeah, I guess people who are rotten didn't like it.
Yeah.
They don't like Sean Penn.
Did it win anything?
Spicoli. Yeah, it won some. I think Dakota won for Best Young Actress or
Okay.
something. Of course, she was fucking awesome. But my synopsis for this is Sean Penn portrayed a mentally challenged father fighting to retain custody of his young daughter, Lucy, played by Dakota Fanning. Michelle Pfeiffer also co-stars. This is a good movie.
Yeah.
It's definitely a tearjerker.
Yeah.
Because all the odds are stacked against this guy, and he's just trying to raise his daughter.
Not to belittle this film at all, but anytime someone mentions this movie, I Am Sam, I automatically go straight to Tropic Thunder. You know when I talk about the movie?
Yeah.
Oh man, just a little side note. I just always think of this.
I have a bonus swan fact for this. I believe people on the set got super annoyed with Sean because he got so into character that he just stayed.
Oh really?
Yeah, he did that throughout the entire shoot.
Wow.
He wouldn't stop.
He's a method.
Yeah, he's one of those.
Yeah.
That's not bad all the time, but you know.
Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. says in Tropic Thunder, he's like, "You never go full retard." Yeah. Oh man, I'm saying a line from Tropic Thunder.
I'm glad we're marked as explicit on here, so
Yeah.
nobody can flag us.
Don't hate us for. I'm just repeating a line.
But yeah, I Am Sam. It's actually streaming on Stars. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
it's a pretty touching film. And then
That's it, just one.
just the one, man.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Short and sweet, right?
Yeah.
All right, movie focus. Time for the Michael J. Fox.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now for the movie focus of the week.
Alright, so as we said in the beginning, we're talking about The Frighteners, starring Michael J. Fox, Trini Alvarado, Jeffrey Combs, Jake Busey, Dee Wallace, and R. Lee Ermey, R.I.P.
Yeah.
This isn't rated R,
Oh, it's not.
I think it's PG-13.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Yeah, I think it's PG-13. It's from 1996. It's a horror comedy. It runs at 2 hours and 3 minutes. It was written by Fran Walsh and Peter Jackson. Directed by Peter Jackson, as we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
The synopsis for this is, after a freak accident involving his wife, Frank Bannister figures out that he can communicate with the dead. After creating a fraudulent business, Frank soon crosses paths with a demonic spirit who threatens both the living and the dead.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
So, alright, so what were your thoughts on the film? Let's open up the question bit.
All right. So my thoughts on the film are, I thought it was entertaining. It's a pretty good movie.
Alright.
The graphics are a little 1996. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I thought some of my only real kind of nitpicking with the movie is some of the camera work
Okay.
was a little, it felt a little like Goosebumps to me. I don't know. But yeah, overall, I thought the movie was really cool. I enjoyed it. It was cool to see. I've never seen a movie with Michael J. Fox in like this type of movie.
Yeah, well, Teen Wolf is is a kind of like
supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah. What were your first? What were your thoughts on the movie?
Well,
the first time you saw it.
I saw it as it came out.
Okay.
VHS was obviously a big thing then, and what stood out to me was it had one of those kind of 3D covers.
Yeah.
That you turn in the light, and it has this like really spooky image of a ghost kind of projecting off a wall. So it's like a black white canvas, and you can see the ghost face kind of peeking through, and it just says the Frighteners. And it's pretty interesting because it leads you to believe that it's going to be this kind of take no prisoners like gore fest.
Yeah.
Like a very serious ghost film, and it's not at all.
Yeah,
it's very kind of goofy, and it doesn't take itself seriously at all. Towards the conclusion, it gets real dark and kind of takes a more serious turn. Mm-hmm. But throughout, it maintains this kind of lightheartedness that's very, very charming. Mm-hmm. And when you're first introduced to everybody, you kind of get a feel for the special effects, and I feel like the hokiness of the special effects is already accepted by the time you're in the middle of it. Mm-hmm. So you're not even kind of questioning what you're seeing.
Yeah. So
that's interesting because it kind of makes it still relevant today.
Yeah.
If I had to say if I had to compare this to something, I would say it's like the adult answer to the live action Casper film.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Because I think that they use a lot of the computer graphics then look very similar to that film. With the ghost outlines.
How they react and stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like taking Casper a step up.
Yeah. Bringing it up a notch.
Which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually, I didn't write this in the Swan Facts, but this was originally intended to be an episode for Tales from the Crypt. Which Robert Zemeckis, the director of Back to the Future and Who Framed Roger Rabbit, a bunch of classic stuff. He obviously was a producer on Tales from the Crypt, and he was like, no, I think Peter Jackson should take this on and create a feature out of it, and then boom, we got this film.
Nice.
Which I thought that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because you can kind of tell how this could be a short.
Yeah.
If they kind of just compacted it down, it definitely had all the elements of a short film or an episode.
Maybe that's where I kind of get that Goosebumps feel.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm with you there. Where it feels hokey, like Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, there's specific scenes, not throughout the whole movie. There's only specific scenes where the camera work kind of feels a little, like how you said, hokey or certain things. But the movie itself is not at all like that. But it has the elements of that.
It's interesting because this is. And again, it's like, well, was that put in there intentionally or not? Because I don't think you've seen his previous work, but Dead Alive or Bad Taste, all these other films that he did prior to his epic stuff like King Kong and Lord of the Rings and what else he's done a few other. He did Hobbit, right?
Yeah, he did Hobbit.
Yeah, all his other stuff. Prior to that, it has all the same kind of feel. I guess like it's horror, but it's not taking itself seriously. It's like the fun side of horror, like Evil Dead or
it's kind of goofy.
Yeah, like Sam Raimi.
Yeah, there you go.
That style.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
No, yeah, I really do. I really agree with you when you're talking about how probably that the third act of the movie really gets a little darker and more mature, I guess you would say.
Yeah,
it's a little more intense than the beginning of the movie, where he kind of, because he's basically he's like a medium, but he uses his ghost friends to kind of
he's created this kind of business to take advantage of